Hey Metro, I am so glad that you have joined us for part number 2 of our Christmas series called Names. It's my hope and prayer that God will speak to you this morning as we talk about some of the names of God given at the Christmas season. And this morning as we talk about Prince of Peace, it's my hope that you will find that Jesus is your Prince of Peace, your giver of peace in your life. I'm out here in the lobby and I'm looking over some of the stuff that's already been given for our 7 Families for 7 Days effort. Now, if you've been around Metro for a while, you'll know where this all came from. When we were real small as a church, we decided that we wanted to take care of the personal food and care product needs of 7 families for 7 whole days. Not just show up with a little basket, but really bless a family and give them a leg up and give them a head start going into the new year. Well, we've grown a little bit past then, and now we're doing like 30 families for like a month. And we really want to just bless some under-resourced people, starting with those in our church and then moving outward. And as you can tell, we're only a couple weeks into this, and our people have been just so incredibly generous, and your generosity just inspires me and blows me away every single year, and this year is no different. Now, I want to let you know a couple things about this idea though, because we need you to be 100% behind this. We need you to bring stuff over the next couple weeks. We only have a couple more weeks to go on this, and we would love for you to participate in a big way. So I'm encouraging you to get your family and gather them around and say, what can we do to sacrifice in order to meet the needs of other people? And bring those items to church with you on Sunday, or you can come anytime during the week and just drop them off here. Number 2 is maybe you would have a family that you care about, that you know personally, that is in need this time of the year, and that you would like to nominate as somebody who we can care for. So we're just going to take your word for it. If you would like to nominate somebody, just stop at the Connection Center or maybe email the office at office@metrosouthchurch.com, and we would love to take care of somebody. Or maybe that somebody is your family, and it might even be hard to admit that you have a need in your life like this. Our church, we would love to take care of you. We would love to help and partner with you and give you a leg up going into the year 2010. And so no reason to feel ashamed or anything like that. We would just love to, just to help you in some way this year. So you too, just stop by the Connection Center or email the office, and we'll take care of you. Now, all of this happens not just because of the generosity of our people, but it also happens because people like you and those sitting around you right now serve. And you give of yourself all the time around here. It always amazes me on how many of our people just step up to the plate and say, I want to be like Christ. I want to serve, and I want to move His kingdom forward. And so this happens, and all that goes around behind the scenes happens because people like you serve. And I wanted to invite you to a very, very special event we have coming up to celebrate those who serve in the life of this church. We are taking New Year's Eve at 2009, New Year's Eve, heading into 2010, and we are going to have a night of celebration, especially honoring those who serve in the life of this church. Now, everybody's invited. We want everybody to come. This is going to be the biggest party of the year, I guarantee it. But we are especially going to honor all of those of you who serve in any capacity in the life of this church. We're going to do some really cool things, and we're going to begin the night with a time of worship, just as a body, as the Metro family, and we're just going to celebrate who God is and what He's done here. And then we're going to move on and do some other really cool things, and we're going to kind of cap the night off with an international comedian named Thor Ramsey. He's kind of a friend of mine. He comes from California. He hosts some television shows. He's been all over the world, and he is an incredible comic, and he's going to come and deliver his brand of high energy, kind of off-the-wall witty comedy to us. And I'm hopeful that you guys are going to come out and just celebrate. So tickets are going to be available starting next week at the Connection Center. And listen, we're going to charge you $10 for this. Now, I know it's kind of weird. We're celebrating you, but we're going to charge you $10. I understand that, okay? But here's the deal. For $10, you're going to have a professional comedian, going to be a stand-up gig, we're going to have the band, and we're going to have an entire food spread that's going to be awesome. And on top of that, we're going to have child care that's completely free for everybody who has, children. Not infants, though. Infants, you're going to have to take care of on your own. You can bring them with you. That's cool, but we're not going to have infant care this night. But we're going to take care of everything else, and it is going to be a deal at $10. I promise you, it'll blow you away. So, would you come out and celebrate New Year's Eve with us? It's going to be awesome. And we're going to check out a little piece of Thor Ramsey right now.
I swear a lazy person can sleep for 12 hours. They will still get upset when you wake them. What'd you wake me for? Thought you wanted to ride home from work. Don't you? Yeah. Mop up that drool before somebody gets workman's comp.